Support for the Any and Everything Show is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. They obsess over their technology development to provide you the best tools for your grooming experience. Manscaped is trusted by over 2 million men worldwide. We have an exclusive offer for our listeners, 20% off and free shipping with the code AMIRIGHT at manscaped.com.
That's Am I Right, AMIRIGHT at checkout.
At manscaped.com.
The Any and Everything Show with your hosts, Jake and George.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Any and Everything Show, episode 87, I think.
Sounds about right.
That sounds right.
We're just going to roll with it.
George, welcome back to the show. It's always good to have you here by my side.
Face to face, really. But
yes.
Metaphorically speaking, I agree.
You ever think about not joining the show? Were you ever like, I think I'm just going to let him do it?
Just tell you I'm ready to record and then not show
just
up?
Be like, I think it's just on you today. Like, I'm here in your
Would
garage.
you even, though? Because I feel like there's been instances where, we've missed weeks or whatever, and it's because, one of us can't do it or one of us goes away.
I feel like it'd be a very weird...
Have you ever even thought about doing an episode without me?
No, I haven't. But if you gave me the go-ahead, if you're like, hey, if you really want to go and do it this week, then...
Well, what if it turns out to be, our best episode?
Then
he'd have to, cut me loose.
Then we have to go through our contract and... make sure we're dotting the I's and crossing the T's.
You'd have to cut me loose, Jake.
Yeah. Or maybe you start your own, and then we both just have very successful individual podcasts.
Interesting.
I'll be the Any Show, and you'll be the Everything Show.
I feel like you're already setting up the breakup. This is just the intro to the breakup.
Well, if you're new here, welcome. If you're a day one listener, an OG,
welcome back.
Welcome back. Always fun to have you. Another week.
Yes.
Same old shit going on in the world.
Yep.
But each week, George and I, we get together, we open a new beer, review it, talk about it. But we don't just talk about beer because there's a lot more stuff going on in this world. Because in this crazy, crazy world, there's just way too much to talk about. George, am I right?
Jake, you are right.
We have a whole mess of things to talk about today.
Well, let's clean it up.
A laundry list.
Let's clean it up, Jake.
So I say before we get into it, let's just pop open the beer.
Yep.
Get out of the way.
Relax a bit.
Start sipping away.
Take a load off after a long day of work.
Actually, speaking of taking a load off.
Oh, okay.
Before we even get to the beer, I know we said we're just going to do that.
Yeah, what?
But you know that song, Take a Load Off Fanny?
Sure. You're going to ask me what they say?
Is it Take a Load Off Annie?
I always say Annie. But you sounded like you just said Fanny.
Because they don't, end the off. They always say, take a load off Fanny.
Yeah. So what are you saying it is?
I don't even know the name of the song.
What are you saying? What are you saying it's going to be, huh?
I think it's Take a Load Off Annie.
Okay.
But who really knows?
You said Annie or Fanny?
I mean, Fanny would be cool, but I think it's Annie. It's going to be Annie, right?
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
I don't even know what this song is called.
It's a good question.
Is it the Eagles?
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Take a load for free. Take a load off, Annie. And you put it all right on me.
See, I'm having trouble finding who did it first, I think.
Who was the first Take a Load Off?
So, this is very confusing, Jake. So this is the
band. I did not mean for this to be.
The band of the song is The Band.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. The song name, from what I'm gathering, is The Weight.
The Weight.
Physical weight.
Okay, taking the load off. The weight makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now let's get to the nitty-gritty here, Jake. The million-dollar question.
What are the lyrics?
Take a load off. Drum roll, please. Fanny.
It's Fanny?
According to Google search, The Weight lyrics.
I trust it.
Take
Google.
a load off Fanny. Take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny, and you put that load right on me.
Settled it here.
Well, you put the load right on me.
Fanny. I don't wonder who he's talking to.
Fanny.
Take a load off, Fanny.
Yeah, it sounds real personal. It sounds like he's insulting her.
Yeah.
Take a load off, Fanny. Hey, Fanny, take a load off.
All right, you heard it here first. Take a load off, Fanny, not Annie.
That's why the off never ends, Jake. They just roll it right into the fanny. That's why. It's all coming around.
I didn't even read this beer before I opened it. What
Sorry,
do we
Jake.
got here?
From Bolero Snort Brewery, we have the Moogenta.
Clever.
The Moogenta. It is a heavily fruited sour with dragon fruit, blueberry, grape, and milk sugar. 6.3% alcohol.
Seems very similar to what we had last episode.
Now, I would disagree with you there.
Okay.
Because this seems like it does seem similar. In the same ilk, as you would say.
Nice.
Is that nice?
Well, yeah, because you could have said, like, I thought you were going to pull the milk bun, like in the same milk. Like ilk.
Yeah, I got you.
Milk sugar.
Might have been too much of a stretch.
Yeah, okay.
That's very pink from what I could see. But, yeah, this last week's was a double fruited smoothie sour.
Gotcha.
This one seems like it's just more of a sour, but it's a heavily fruited sour. So it's not quite double, but it's heavy.
So I'll give you my first sip impression. It is definitely more sour than last week's. Really gives you that tang in the back of the molars.
Yep.
Makes you clench your jaw a little bit. But the flavor is there. The fruit is there. I think it's really good.
So what's your first sip impression, Jake?
First sip impression, I'm going B-.
Wow.
Liking it.
I'll go C.
Okay.
Middle C. I just don't like sours.
Yeah, you're not the sour guy.
Yeah, it's like I just took a sip of champagne.
Yeah, it's got that champagne twang. With the champagne tang.
Yeah, it's like I'm drinking a mimosa right now or something.
Yeah. Have you ever had a manmosa?
No, but we've talked about it on here.
Have we?
Yeah. What is it again?
I think it's just Blue Moon and champagne.
Or is it Blue Moon and orange juice?
Yes, Blue Moon and orange juice. Not champagne and orange juice. Do you like mimosas though?
I mean, they're all right.
Fine.
I just don't like champagne. I don't really like.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't mind it. It's not like coffee to me. Like I can drink champagne and like kind of enjoy it, but I could really only drink like one of those little champagne glasses, like once a year on New Year's.
That's crazy that you would prefer champagne over coffee.
I hate coffee.
Even iced coffee?
Tastes like coffee, Jake. It's got the same coffee aftertaste. Anything you give me that's got coffee in it, I taste it. It's like have this double frappe, mocha latte, vanilla double shot espresso,
even with all that
with
sugar
whipped cream
and cream and everything.
There's always that coffee taste in the end.
All right,
it always follows it up.
It's not for you, apparently.
And neither is this beer a little bit, but it's better than champagne. I would say it's like a mimosa.
Yeah, it's got that brunch vibe to it.
Yeah, it does.
I got an iced coffee on my way here for a little pick-me-up. And we were recording on a Wednesday, and apparently Wednesday at Dunkin' Donuts.
Peel back the curtains, Jake. Anyway, what?
Do you think they think that we are recording this on Thursday morning?
I think they think they're listening to it live.
Live?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think sometimes people listen in the car and ask us questions, and then they're upset and surprised when we don't answer them. Right.
All right. So I'll cut this out for the people who think we're live. That we are live.
We'll leave it in, Jake. Break their hearts.
So on Wednesdays, apparently Dunkin' Donuts, it's free donut day if you purchase a coffee.
Really?
So if you buy a coffee, you get a donut for free.
How much is a coffee at Dunkin' Donuts?
My medium coffee was like $3.15.
I don't know why I'm even contemplating that because a donut at Dunkin' Donuts is like 70 cents anyway.
Yeah. So basically, you're not really getting a free donut. You're basically just getting a donut with your coffee.
Yeah.
So $3.75, you're going to get a donut and coffee. And it took a lot today because I actually said no to a donut.
You said no to the free donut?
I did.
Why?
Because I'm trying to cut down on...
you could have got like an old-fashioned.
Still dough.
The dough is what does it for you?
I think so. I mean, I'm not avoiding...
You're just freeballing it? You're just guessing?
I'm not avoiding donuts because of the icing.
I thought it was the extra sugar and the glaze and the whatever.
It's the fried dough, really, that's doing it.
I don't know, Jake. You can't go wrong with fried dough.
But it was my I had to think for a second. It was the first time I think I've ever said no to a free donut.
I still don't even believe.
And I don't know where the willpower came from.
It just like overtook you. It's like a revelation.
And like I'm saying,
it's like those people who say like that God just spoke to them. Like that's what happened to you. It's like someone, you had an outer body experience and you were looking down at yourself and you watched yourself say no to the donut, and it was like you were reaching out like, no, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Say yes to the donut.
That's kind of what happened. She was like...
then you got your coffee and you're like, why didn't I get a donut?
And it was funny because she phrased it when I ordered my coffee. She goes, what donut can I get you? Like it wasn't even like, oh, would you like a donut with that?
She's trying to peer pressure you.
He was like, what donut would you like with that? And took a beat, and I said, oh, no donut is fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
And, she was probably a little taken aback by that. She goes, weirdo, passing up a free donut.
Maybe there's always one a day. So maybe she turned around and guys,
got him.
We got our first. Got the first.
Yeah, but like I say it and sound like, oh yeah, I'm really trying to be conscious with like what I'm eating. Mm-hmm. But yesterday I had probably about half a bag of those hard-shelled Cadbury eggs.
Okay.
So it's like, balance, I guess. Like I felt so proud of myself. I'm like, oh, dude, you went without a donut. You went without an extra 250, 300 calories that you didn't need, right?
Right.
But
you also had to get the coffee.
Yeah, coffee was just iced coffee with a Splenda in it. So it was just...
Oh, a Splenda.
Yeah, it's like, it's a balance, I guess. Mm-hmm. I consumed 400 calories yesterday in freaking chocolate eggs. So today I said no to a donut. I guess that's where my life's at.
If that's what you call balance... Then,
but I really struggle around Easter because I think Easter candy is the GOAT candy season. People are gonna say Halloween because there's so much candy.
Well, yeah. So what I'm thinking right now is what is the other competition? You got Easter and Halloween.
And then you like sometimes around Christmas you'll get like the peppermint kind of flavored chocolates and stuff like that. You get all the candy canes
and stuff.
But Easter. The Cadbury cream eggs, the hard-shelled Cadbury eggs.
You a Peep guy?
You're getting... No. See, I don't like Peeps. That's the only thing around Easter that I'm
a big
not.
Peep guy. Love the Peeps.
I feel like Peeps are very polarizing. It's like either you're
it's the same thing as candy corn.
Right.
But candy corn is like I would consider it, you got to lump it into Halloween.
Yeah, it's all
lump
seasonal.
it into Halloween.
Yeah. Peeps are seasonal. Not a Peeps guy. But like you get the Reese's eggs around Easter time. Mm-hmm. But I'm telling you, I think... I have come to the conclusion that those hard shell Cadbury eggs, have you ever had those?
Yeah.
They're like, they look like robin eggs, basically.
Yeah.
I think they're the best candy of all time.
They're definitely up there.
They're the best.
They're very good. Second to Peeps.
Yeah, I would never even put Peeps in my top 50 of
second to Peeps,
candy.
Jake. I'll bite on your egg.
You'll bite the egg, but I won't bite the Peep.
Interesting. Although I do like the eggs as well. Like a good malt chocolate ball is good too.
Like a Whopper?
Like a Whopper, but they come out with the candy coated shell for Easter too, I think. It's like a candy Whopper, but it's a separate brand.
I do enjoy a good Whopper, but I don't have them often. But when I have them, like, man, these are good.
These are good.
People sleep on Whoppers, I think.
I think so. And it's a great name.
It is. Honestly, I was saying, I'm like... Whopper is a name you should not forget in the candy world.
It's also a burger, right?
Yep.
At Burger King, the Whopper.
That's true. Competition. Mm-hmm. That's why, because the
I think most people
overshadows.
I think most people, if you say Whopper, will probably think of Burger King.
That's exactly why the Whopper candy
gets
swept under the rug.
Slept on, but it's a good candy.
It is good. My sweet tooth is just
tingling. Good thing we have this sweet beer.
I know. I gotta go see someone about my sweet tooth.
What do you mean see someone?
I gotta learn how to control it.
Well, first of all, don't eat a whole bag of eggs.
Yeah, that's just like telling someone who loves French fries, just don't go and get French fries.
Well, you wouldn't get French fries anyway. You get sweet potato fries. But Jake, you're telling me I eat more candy than anyone, I think. Ariana's house, like, they'll get candy, like, from their grandpa or whatever. Or even she got some for Easter. And they'll put it in a bowl and leave it on the counter. Like, I hear them talk about it, right? Like, Ariana will get a box from her grandpa with just candy and snacks in it. Mm-hmm. And the whole family will be in the kitchen, like, opening up the box and going, oh, it's candy. And then they go, like, do you want this? Do you want this? Do you want this? No, no, no. And then I hear him go, put it in a bowl. George will eat it whenever he comes over.
I know. I get this.
They put out candy just for me. Just for me to eat. And I know you're listening.
My future in-laws put out M&Ms when they know I'm coming over.
Jake will eat them. We've had these M&Ms.
It's not even like a Jake will eat them. This is like, this bowl is intended for him.
They should just put a name tag in front of it like a wedding.
It's brutal.
They just like leave it on the bed where you're going to sleep.
Yeah, there's just M&Ms on my pillow when I get in. It's bad. It's bad.
Is it bad though?
Yeah, it is.
Is it going to kill us one day? I don't think so.
No, it's not going to kill us, but I could eat chocolate until I throw up.
Well, that's a problem.
No, like I really could. I could eat chocolate until I'm sick.
That's a problem.
I've done it. I've done it plenty of times.
When, like last week?
Almost actually when I ate the eggs, I was getting to a point where I'm like, this is disgusting.
But I can't stop.
I kept saying, oh, well, one more is fine. And by the time I looked down, I've had like
But every time you ate one, like your gag reflex came up. Like,
yeah,
one more is fine.
My last 5, every time I cracked it in half, I was like, it was almost like a PTSD. I'm like, you should really stop, dude. You should really stop.
But it didn't stop you.
Nope.
Did you finish the bag?
Yeah, but it was a personal bag. I say personal bag, but it served 4. But a serving size was 6 eggs. And they're about the size of a
I know what you're talking about.
diameter of a
like
nickel.
a dime. Like
yeah,
a dime.
Yeah, bigger than a dime. If they were, trust me, dude, if they were a dime, I would have had 30 more. They're like a quarter size, maybe.
They get bigger and bigger. Maybe $50.
All right, fine. They're the size of a $1 bill.
Maybe
they're huge.
Yeah. But a personal bag for 4 people with 24 eggs in it.
It was, yeah.
It's like an appetizer.
I know. So I didn't feel as guilty when I finished it, even though I did feel guilty when I finished it.
I mean, you brought it up here, so you were feeling guilty.
Yeah, it's still weighing on my conscience.
You had to get it off your chest. Think of this podcast as just a therapy session for the two of us.
That's pretty much what it is.
It is, kind of. Just say what's on your mind, get it off, speak it, have someone give you some feedback on it, whether it's negative or positive.
Well, should we talk about our haircuts?
Our haircuts, Jake?
Yeah.
Did you get a haircut?
Look at this.
Wow, it looks almost the same.
Not even close to the same.
Well, yeah, Jake, I got a haircut.
First thing I noticed about you.
It's tough not to notice if you've seen me recently.
Yes.
So, like,
let me paint you the picture of George.
Well, let me paint you the picture.
Okay.
All right. There's I work at the recreation department in town. It's it's situated on a little pond, so people come and like walk their dogs or they go for a walk around the premises. There's a lady, like an older lady, who walks around. She does a lot of walking. Actually, I don't know how many laps she does, but
good for her.
Sometimes I go on lunch break and she's walking, and I come back and she's still walking. So let's just say
Get
that
there in the morning, she's still walking.
Yeah, so she comes almost every day, but she doesn't always come in to go to the bathroom. Like, she comes in to go to the bathroom sometimes on her walks. I would say maybe once a week. Mm-hmm. So, I recognize her. She walks in, gives a little wave just to be like, I'm going to the bathroom. On her way out, a little wave. So just like a quick glance by. She saw me for the first time since my haircut. The quick glance, and went, "Oh, you got your haircut."
Look at that.
Like, just
attention.
instant
conversation starter.
Well, that was the whole conversation.
Oh, damn.
I went, "Thanks," or "Yes." I don't even know what I said.
Nailed it, lady.
Yeah.
And then she went on with her day. But she noticed enough that the usual just passerby was like, "Hey."
Well, that's because I'm usually in the office. So if I'm ever like in the hallway when she comes, she goes, "Hey, how's your day? How are you going? How's it doing? How's it doing? How's it going? Whatever.
How's it doing?
How's it doing?" But yeah. So passerbys are quick to notice.
Well, how's it feel now? Like there's the
like
wind.
I got an arm cut off.
Does the wind kind of flow through the hair a little bit more?
What hair?
Well, like
the wind would be blowing the hair in the breeze.
Yeah,
back.
but like you feel the wind more on your scalp.
I guess, yeah. The first day, like the back of my neck was a little cooler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely feel the wind after I get this cut.
What do you mean? Oh, on the side of your head?
Sides here. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was time. Like,
yeah, you had some pretty long hair.
It was long. It was over 8 inches, I think, because I was looking up how much you need to donate. But they need to be able to like put it in a ponytail and then cut off 8 inches. So like I had a while to go for that.
So it has to be like 16, like it
has to be long.
16 inches.
It has to be long.
Unless you're going to cut it all like down to like a...
Right, but they have to put it all into like a wig of the same length or whatever. However they do it, but yeah, they need to put it into a ponytail and then cut off the 8 inches. So I wasn't quite there, but I remember measuring it, trying to look it up. But yeah, I went in, and it's been over a year since I had my hair cut.
That's the crazy part to me.
Over a year?
Yeah.
Quarantine hit. I was personally quarantined. COVID was around. And then one thing led to another. I just grew it out.
Honestly, if you can manage it while it's growing out, then all power to you. It just gets to the point. I was getting to a point where it didn't sit well on my head.
Yeah, I think I went through that point mid-COVID.
Like early on?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, because my hair is, I think, well, I guess not usually a little bit longer than yours, but whatever. I went in, I was like...
Your hair is always longer than mine.
I usually get like a buzz on the side, like a number, like a 6 or a 5, and you cut it up top to like my eyebrows, and you blend it all in together. And she went, "You get a 6 on the sides?" I was like, "Yeah, I haven't had my hair cut in a year." And she just like grabbed it a little bit, like put it in a ponytail. And she goes,
"Here we go.
Am I just cutting it all off right now? Just chopping it?" I was like, I mean, yeah, if that's how you get to where I just said, then yeah, I guess that's what you're doing.
From a barber's perspective, it is kind of nerve-wracking.
And she cut it off, and it was wet because I got my hair shampooed, obviously. If you're going to go to get your hair cut, why would you not get your hair shampooed?
Still never done that.
Cheek.
Maybe we got to go to your lady next time.
You've been there.
I know, but I didn't even know that was like the service that they offered. That was the usual.
The service that they offer. It's like any salon, any hair cutter that's not a barber.
Maybe that's my issue. I'm going to the barber and I got to start going to the salons.
Free head massage.
I mean, that's a sell in itself.
That's what they should put on the front window.
Yeah, forget salon. Free head massage.
Free head massage.
Regardless if you're getting your hair cut or not.
Get your hair cut.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my hair was wet. She grabbed it in almost a ponytail, cut it, and then like dropped it, and it like hit the ground.
Slow-mo.
And she just went, "You hear that plop?" I was like, yeah, I heard it.
I don't know if you heard that, but.
And then she was cutting it, whatever, going through the cut, and then the I don't know what you call this person, the person who washed my hair, and then is also the same person who sweeps up the hair.
Okay.
I don't know what that person's called in a hair cutting scene.
Maybe just probably not assistant, but like a
slave.
Yeah, maybe she's
a lackey.
Maybe she's like a tech.
A tech?
Yeah.
A hair cutting tech?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the tech then sweeping up my hair mid haircut. Well, I guess the hairstylist didn't notice, so she like looked down at the end of the haircut. I was like, "Huh, I thought there was gonna be a lot more hair here." And then like she turned around and went, "Did you already sweep some of this up?" She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh, that explains it."
The tech's just in the back, just like shaking her head, like obviously, like
yeah. I was at the end. I was the only person in there, so she was probably like, "Yeah, obviously I swept it up. What was I gonna do? Just sit here?"
That is so.
Yeah, it was a big commitment going in.
It was a big commitment.
Going in, I was texting Ariana, and I was like, "I'm nervous. I don't know if I want to do this."
It's big.
Yeah, years commitment just gone.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it was like close to your shoulders
in the blink of an eye. Yep. Now
I thought my hair was really long too, but it was long for me. It was getting to the point where if I took like this section of my hair and pulled it down, like it was at my top lip.
Yeah, I could wrap mine like through my mouth,
which is pretty crazy. So,
yep. Jake, here we are, 2 fresh cuts.
But do you think this is your optimal headspace cut?
Headspace? No, I think I'd like a little longer.
Okay. I've been saying it forever.
Ever.
If I could create one thing.
I haven't heard you say this once.
Well, I've been saying it. Maybe you just haven't been listening.
Yeah, that might be true.
If I could create one thing, it would be a lotion.
Oh.
Or a spray.
Okay.
That halts hair growth for 6 months.
Well,
right?
Happens,
so say I get...
What happens after that 6 months?
It starts to grow again.
Just slowly?
It's kind of like a freeze. Like if you're going to freeze like...
I'm just thinking because like the hair grows like out. So if you freeze it, is it just going to be bundled up under the scalp?
It freezes the
roots?
The roots, but then I think like, okay, if it freezes the roots, your hair is just going to fall out.
Or if or after the 6 months is over, like you're watching time tick down on your watch or something, and then all of a sudden it just shoots out.
Exactly. Well,
Just explodes.
so I'm just saying, like, if it gets to, like, if you ever get a beard length, and you're like, oh, this is my ideal beard length. Get a little lotion, rub it on the hair, stops at that. It just holds that.
Well, the good thing with a beard is not many people grow their beard out like more than like even an inch, like growing inches of a beard.
Right.
So they make trimmers that you can literally keep your beard right at that length.
Yes, I have that, but it's just the constant going back and trimming it down and trimming it down and trimming it down. And say you get a nice haircut and you're like, oh, this is the length I want it, for a long time. Just a little stays.
Frozen in place.
Just keeps the length. I don't know how that would be scientifically possible, but if you're a scientist out there,
probably not
listening, I think it's $1 million idea, $1 billion idea. If we have the people,
hell,
and the money,
zillion,
in this economy,
trillion dollar idea.
like who wouldn't pay for that?
Well, how much you charging?
Oh, that's a good question. If I made this lotion, I would call it
Halt
or ideal length. Maybe I'll just call it ideal.
Just ideal.
Yeah, that's nice. Nice ring to it.
Yeah. Minimalistic.
And I would probably do a bottle, like a spray bottle, like a
It's
hairspray.
spray now, not a cream.
Hairspray, I feel like, is good for the hair, unless you just want to go into a shower and give it a nice rub,
Yeah.
But if you just get home and give it a nice 360 spray, I could sell a bottle.
What if you miss a spot and he's got like two hairs that keep growing long and long?
I know it's a slippery slope.
It is.
So I'd probably sell a bottle for
Depends what your costs are.
it could cost like $100 to make.
Good.
Per bottle.
Very well good. Especially since this is quite the experimental technology.
It is. Yeah, how do you even test this stuff?
Not on animals,
No.
apparently.
Yeah, because they would definitely lose all their hair, probably.
Oh, I was just thinking that drives away sales.
Yeah, it has to be cruelty free. It's got to be,
Environmentally friendly, cruelty free, trade free, or whatever.
and
No GMOs, whatever all those things are.
And how does something that is, going to stop hair growth really going to be that good for you?
Probably not. Probably in 10 to 15 years makes your scalp fall off.
But regardless,
you'll look good for that
I'm
10
at
to
a
15
pretty,
years.
yeah. This is my ideal hair length.
Gotcha.
I think.
Gotcha.
Right at this, maybe a little bit shorter.
Is that burp right in the middle there?
It was my tongue catching like an air pocket. Have you ever got that? Like a
I
little
think so, yeah.
bubble underneath your tongue?
Yeah.
And it just pops out of nowhere. But that's, we're just being real here on the show.
It just sounded like a burp. I don't know. It was weird.
I was mid-sentence and my tongue just went.
Don't think it's going to stop you.
No.
No shot.
We roll right through it.
That's
we
right.
Roll through all the tongue
Roll
pops
with the
and
punches
everything.
here.
Haircuts, love them. One of my favorite things to do. Haircuts and
Really?
chocolate. I really talked about two of my favorite things here on the show so far.
Jake's
So.
living in paradise.
Drinking a fruity beer,
Wow.
catching that sweet tooth. I mean,
Life doesn't get much better than this.
If-
If only, Jake, if only you had a donut, then life would be perfect. Looking at the sunset out the window.
see, it's going back to the donut though. It's more of the denial of the donut.
That what, you're proud of?
Yeah, because like tomorrow I can just go get a donut for 65 cents. Like it's not like
You've earned a donut tomorrow because you said no to a donut today.
I might go for a run tomorrow and I'll earn it. I'll earn it back. Almost went for a run today.
Almost.
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 I almost
You know what?
convinced myself to go
Jake,
for a run.
we're not talking horseshoes or hand grenades, so almost it's the thought that counts.
Another reason why I denied the donut.
They say it's the thought that counts, right? So
Yeah. I wish the
thought about going on a run.
I wish thinking about running burned as many calories as running does.
I
Or is
think
this good
I
for
think
you?
that's your $1 trillion idea.
Yes. How can we get that? Whatever pill you take that helps you burn your calories while thinking about running, also.
But the trick is you have to think about running.
Yes.
You can't think about chocolate cake.
No. It only works in certain
Once you trigger the right,
neurons are firing, then you lose weight.
neurological pathway needs to fire correctly, and then you'll just start burning fat.
And then we just make another pill that when you're thinking about your ideal hair length, it stays there. but it only stays while you're thinking about it. So
you're gonna be taking a lot of pills.
Yeah, and you have to be in thought for a long time.
Oh, so so you have to constantly be thinking about your hair not growing? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Be tough to have conversations that way.
Yeah, sorry.
Just be like looking up at your hairline. What are you doing? Thinking about my hair not growing.
Sorry, I'm just not growing my hair right now.
What do you want? Quick, make it quick.
It's true. All right. Well, I mean, honestly, I gotta say that was our first half. So we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to come back and go through the list of stuff we got still to talk about.
Yeah, Jake, you said we have a mess of stuff.
Yeah, it's a mess. That list is a mess. It's like things on my list, I don't even remember what they mean. They're just 2 words, and I'm like, I don't know what that is referring to. So I'm going to figure it out at halftime, and we'll come back with...
Stay tuned. Maybe you'll find out. Maybe we won't find out.
Maybe we won't even remember. But how's this beer tasting?
It's tasting like clench. Makes it sound like I'm...
your butt?
Makes it sound like I'm holding in a poop or something.
That's what it sounds like.
But it's... It holds its namesake well with sour, I think.
It does.
It's a sour beer.
That's a solid word. I don't know what to say about it, really.
Well, you only have to say one thing, Jake. Don't make it long.
Yeah, no. Satisfying. Right now, it's checking all the boxes
of what you need.
Of what I need. In life and in a beer.
It's really rounding out my day.
I'm actually really starting to enjoy the sours a little bit more. I guess I'm just needing a little bit more spice in life, you know? Need some things
Spice?
Well, yeah, not literal spice, because I think... Don't even get me started on, like, spicy drinks.
I don't want to.
Yeah, because...
I don't want to get you started on it.
That's a whole episode in itself.
No, thank you.
But right now it's satisfying what I need in a beer.
Today. At this moment. Yeah. Perfect.
Satisfied.
Well, Jake, I'm glad you picked number 2 then.
And I love the logo. Sucker for a good logo.
There's
Bolero,
not much of a
Snort.
logo. Or do you like the Bolero Snort logo?
Yeah, that. Or do you like their brewery logo?
Do you like the smear of paint across the can?
Yeah, I was trying to see if there was anything in the smear, the schmear. But I think it's just a smear of magenta.
Moogenta.
Moogenta.
That's right.
All right, we'll be back. Stick around for
more Any and Everything show.
That's right. So Manscaped hooked us up with a bunch of tools and formulations from their Perfect Package 3.0 kit. And I'm telling you, this kit is next level in men's grooming. It's a confidence thing. It really... Because, like, when you're using a standard razor, you're hesitant. I had the mindset that I knew it wasn't going to hurt. Like, I wasn't going to get pinched or cut or anything.
Right.
So I kind of just went for it.
Speed run it?
I went for it, and I was, like, cautious. But as I was, like, very cautious, nothing was going wrong. And I was like, it's like... It's
you're
like
gaining confidence as you were shaving?
It's basically like you're taking a lawnmower.
Lawnmower 3.0.
In your backyard, and your backyard is full of hills and lumps and roots.
Sticks and rocks and snakes.
And you're just going over it knowing you're going to have a beautiful lawn at the end of it, regardless.
You can mow the lawn with your eyes closed, and that thing will come out striped like Yankee Field.
That's literally how it felt when I was using the razor.
Wow. If that's not a promotion, I don't know what it is.
I know. The Lawnmower 3.0. This is their 3rd generation trimmer that features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce any accidents, thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. It also comes with an LED light for a precision shave, and it's waterproof, so you can just do this in the shower.
Oh my God, it does have an LED light. This thing lights up a room.
I'm telling you can do this with your lights off in the bathroom, in the shower, if that's the way you're really going. The Manscaped Perfect Package 3.0 also includes the crop preserver, an anti-chafing ball deodorant, and moisturizer. You already put deodorant on your armpits. Why are you not putting deodorant on the smelliest part of your body? And yes, your balls stink. Speaking of sweaty and stinky balls, I am thankful for their Crop Reviver. This product, along with the Crop Preserver, keeps your balls from sweating, smelling, and sticking. And my God, with the warmer weather coming around, We all need a little bit of this. Manscaped also threw in 2 free gifts into their perfect package, so if you order yours, you'll get this as well. A pair of high-performance Manscaped boxer briefs that'll keep your junk feeling fresh all day, and a travel shed bag to store all of your grooming goodies.
Get 20% off and free shipping with the code MIRIGHT at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com, and use the code MIRIGHT. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped.
Trim your balls, people. And we're back.
We're back!
Woo. Charged up after halftime.
Too much sugar in the sour.
Too much sugar going on over here. Luckily, there's no candy.
Jake would have ate it all.
I'd be off the walls.
Jake might be throwing up somewhere.
I know everyone has been waiting for this moment, so I'm going to break some news to you guys.
Oh. Uh-oh.
The Guinness World Record holder for the longest fingernails has finally clipped her nails after 30 years.
Why?
Why did she clip them?
Yeah.
That's a great question. But all I do know is that she surpassed her previous record.
Well, yeah, every day she passes her previous record, right?
The holder of the Guinness World Record for longest fingernails on a pair of hands,
Well, a pair.
not to be
confused with one hand.
broke her own record one last time.
Wait, so she's cut them before? Is what you're telling me?
Unless it was... Oh, no. So she set the record in 2017 when they were measured at 226.9 inches.
Oh, I thought you were going to say feet.
So she set the record in 2017, but recently has obviously every time.
Every day she breaks the record.
So she finally clipped them.
229 inches
200
is 19 feet.
Okay, well, she clipped them at 288.8 inches.
So in 3 or 4 years, they grew almost 60 inches. What was the record? 288?
That's hers.
That's the record?
Yeah,
288?
as of right now, the new record she holds.
24 feet.
Yeah, so those are some long nails.
Yeah. Yeah. 24 feet of fingernails.
If you look at a picture of it, it is, it's pretty disgusting.
So why did she cut them?
You know, it doesn't say why she cut them.
After 30 years and after 24 feet hanging off your hands, how annoying could they have gotten recently that she wanted to cut them? Especially since she already broke the record. She broke the record, set the record, and just kept growing them. It's not like she finally broke the record.
Here she states that it was finally time, and it's going to feel awesome. I just can't wait.
Imagine how, strong her shoulders must be.
Yeah.
Because, that I don't even know how much that would weigh. I'm sure they figured it out at some point. I don't know if it's in your article or another article, but I'm sure they cut them off and weighed them. But that's got to be at least 15 pounds just hanging off the end of your hands everywhere you go. Like, your shoulders got to be getting dragged down the whole time. So she's probably built up this this shoulder strength that's unbelievable.
So I think how it's being measured is they count the length of every phalange.
Oh, so you could have 1 foot on each finger is what you're saying?
Yeah, so what this picture that she's looking, here, if you take this, it's a video, but this is a screenshot, and each finger has about 18 or 20 inches or so.
Ew.
So they probably add up every single finger to a combined 24 feet.
I think she gets her nails done.
I know, and you can get a different design on every
got
single.
Her whole fingernail, her whole 3 foot whatever long fingernail is glittered.
Yeah, think about how much it costs to get a girl's hand nails done.
I don't even know.
$30 to $50.
Damn.
Depending on what you do, if you get designs or a certain whatever. $30, right? You go and get. And
What do you think that lady's job is?
Well,
What do you think her profession is that she's able to get away with this for 30 years and that not hinder her performance?
Maybe, I don't know, maybe she has to do something that either is strictly vocal or uses your feet, because there's no way you can do anything.
Can't type.
Absolutely not.
Good luck using a computer like that.
Good luck just doing anything. I don't even know how you get dressed, really.
Very carefully.
Tie shoes, cook an egg.
Every day, especially on her build up to breaking the record, every day must have been so stressful. Like any day a nail could break.
That's true.
And there goes the record.
They can't be that long, right? I mean, that's strong when they get that long, right?
No idea.
But she said she's more excited for Ripley's Believe It or Not to have them than her. So it's history.
They must have paid her a lot of money. That must be why.
It's history for my kids and my grandkids. It's very exciting.
Oh, you're the grandson of the long nail lady? Wow, it's such a pleasure to finally meet you.
I wonder who cut them and how they cut them. Sawed them off? You can't just take
I think they would do it a little quicker than that somehow. Maybe like one of those old school, remember the elementary school, big old paper cutters? Just
whoa, yeah, whoa.
Whack, cut them all off.
I've never clipped my fingernails.
I think we've talked about this.
Yep.
You're a nail biter.
Nail biter. So I couldn't even imagine a life where my nails get beyond,
like, they're over a foot long, 2 feet long, 3 feet long.
Yeah, like each finger is holding like 20. Like,
all you gotta do is just bend your arm and you're doing curls. Yeah,
that's
working
true.
out everywhere you go.
But there you go.
You know those ladies who like power walk with like 2-pound dumbbells?
Yeah.
That's her every day.
The record has been set, and she said, "You know what? I'd like to see someone try to get this."
She's laid the gauntlet down.
30 years is a commitment. You know, you didn't cut your hair for a year.
That's what I said earlier. I think I said like it felt like I cut an arm off.
Talk about being nervous to cut your nails.
They must have paid her a handsome amount of money.
Yeah. So there you go. The more you know. Really.
That's the more you know this week?
Yeah, that's really it. I saw it and I was like, that's insane.
That is insane. I think it's more insane that she cut him. Like, I just can't wrap my head around a 30-year
commitment.
Like, she must have been walking around like in bubble wrap, you know, like fingers under the armpits or something the whole time. Like one wrong bump and there goes your livelihood possibly.
That can't be comfortable.
No, it can't be.
No.
How do you sleep? Sometimes I put like my head under my arm, my hand under my head, or sometimes I tuck it between my legs when I sleep or something. Like,
how do you shower? Like, how do you wash your hair?
So many questions.
Quite honest, I don't know the looks of it if she did wash her hair.
Did she have dreads?
Yeah, it looks like it kind of. Yeah. Long ass hair too.
Well, I mean, when in Rome, Jake, when in Rome.
Oh my God, that is gross. Okay. Well,
good for her.
Congrats on the record, I guess. And congrats on a new...
breaking your own record.
Yeah, and congrats on now having nails. Like, just functional hands.
She must
That's a whole new world.
You know when you, at a night of drinking, you know, adult beverages, and you start to get a little tipsy.
Yeah.
And you're drinking a beer. You're kind of nursing one, taking a while. You finish it, finally. Get a new beer. Mm-hmm. The first sip is almost like you dump it all over your chest because it's a totally different weight. It comes right out the mouth a little bit quicker than you were expecting.
Tastes much different.
Well, you were expecting to have to tilt it way back to get those last couple drops, but really, as soon as you tilt it a little bit, it starts to
fill
up.
It's like a mind fuck a little bit.
Imagine being her with these, I'm just going to say at least 5 pounds on her hand, picking up like food.
Oh yeah, she's probably
food
spilling
and drinks.
Everything.
She must just send a can right through the ceiling or something.
Boom. Yeah, how do you even function? I don't know how you function.
I don't know, Jake.
Well,
good for her. Congrats. What else you got?
I saw a commercial.
Okay.
For Charmin toilet paper.
Mm-hmm. My hiney's clean.
Love that song.
Charmin clean.
Ooh, yeah. What? Oh, that's a great song. Megan and I dance to that song all the time.
You just have like you know those YouTube videos of like 10 hours of. That's what you guys have going.
Clean.
10 hours of Charmin clean song.
saw a Charmin commercial, and they made a claim that their new toilet paper roll, is the Charmin Extra Huge Roll. It fits 6 rolls into one. And they said they have a fit guaranteeing it fits.
There's no
And I said,
shot.
How in the hell
One, it sounds
is
like
that possible?
One, it sounds like they're just selling you paper towels or something.
Honestly, that's what I was thinking. Like the roll is
longer,
but if they have a fit guarantee, they're
well, there's two. One, it can't be longer. There's no.
And it can't
be wider because usually toilet paper like just fits between the wall
Yeah.
and the roll. So I call BS.
I call
bullshit on the shit paper.
I want to go get it, like just like a 6-pack.
You think it's all single ply? Maybe that's how they're squeezing it in there.
No, they didn't. They said it wasn't single ply.
Oh, yeah.
But just visualizing 6 rolls of toilet paper into one.
Not possible. Not possible.
When the commercial ended, I was like,
Bullshit.
I thought I had heard something wrong.
Yeah, Jake, I think you did hear something wrong. I'm not buying it.
So if anyone's out there, I would love to know if Charmin is really up to what they're saying. If they stand behind 6 rolls of toilet paper into one. Unless it's the thickest toilet paper ever, and you only have to use... Unless it's like 5-ply, and you only have to use like 1 or 2 squares.
At a certain point, it doesn't become a square issue. You know, I feel like 2 or 3 ply, it's not you need more or less squares at that point.
Yeah. Like
then it just becomes like...
You're wiping with a cloth.
Yeah, then it becomes you're just not touching your fingers. Ever. I feel like once you get up to like 3 ply, you really don't need that many squares.
No, yeah.
It's not like if I had 5 ply toilet paper, I would only wipe with 1 square. I don't think they're like...
No, there's not a...
That's too much. Yeah. That's too much surface area of my hands showing to...
I mean, we have to be an ultimate, like, beginning of COVID scarcity.
Still, I still never understood that.
Either.
That
was bizarre.
I would still, like, poop and then, like, hop in the shower if I had to before I would, like, start hoarding toilet paper. I guess. I don't know.
It's just funny because that was not even close to one of the first things on my mind.
No. And any paper product for some reason.
Anything.
All the paper products.
I was like, people. Yeah, it was just so, when that, I don't know, did we even have our podcast in the beginning of all that?
Yeah.
That was starting to happen?
Yeah.
And we were like,
went right through because we started in...
Oh, yeah, because then you got it.
Oh, wait, no, yeah, we came back. Yeah.
But I think we definitely touched upon how it was like... What the hell was going on?
We did. We talked about it.
And did we also talk about a fold versus scrunch?
I don't know.
Do you fold your paper or do you just...
We've talked about it because I remember determining that I was somewhere between a scrunch and a fold. Yeah. I don't neatly...
I'm like
I don't fold it. I think I fold it once and then scrunch from there a little bit.
I think a neat scrunch. I scrunch until I know it's like a decent scrunch that's going to get the job done.
I think I fold once. I go like 4 or 5, maybe squares, maybe 3 to 5 squares.
Yeah, 3 to 5 is solid.
Fold it in half, give it a little scrunch, wipe. Sometimes if it's a little, then I'll fold that in half and get a little extra wipe in there.
Yeah.
Too much detail, I think, though.
I did learn...
More of a scruncher than a folder. That's what I'll say. I'll leave it at that.
Absolutely the same. I did learn, though, that the toilet paper industry, you know how there's a big... like controversy on whether or not you do the waterfall over, like if you put the toilet paper over roll
is that a big controversy? No.
Well, some people think the only way is over. Like where the paper comes out from the front, not behind.
Agreed.
So apparently this was a branding strategy for toilet paper companies because they started to put the patterns or whatever on the outside of the roll.
Yeah, so that way you would only see it one way.
And made it so that people would pull from the front, and it causes a decent amount more of use from the front than it does from behind. So people are just guaranteed to use less when it's coming out from behind. So they put the roll on the outside so that people would have it come out the front to use more.
And they would use more and have to buy
so I
it
have
quicker?
to buy more. Yeah.
Oh,
I know. So now
who did that research?
Just to spite the paper company,
You put it the other
I
way?
have switched now. And I do find myself using less.
Weird. Who did that research? I want to see the numbers. I want to see the facts.
I don't know who did the research, but it was this marketing guy on TikTok who's like, he goes, "You ever wondered why people only like their paper coming out one way?"
It's kind of crazy. Well, actually kind of makes sense because I do like it coming out that way because I feel like it rotates easier.
Yeah, well, it is an easier experience for sure,
Yeah.
but you just naturally pull more because you see more.
it's easier.
It's easier to pull from behind, though. You know, you're
Jake, you know what? Scratch that disgusting nail story. The more you know.
The
if
paper
you wanna,
company
If you want to
is-
save money, put your toilet paper so it rotates under the roll instead of over the roll.
I know it's going to take a little bit getting used to. You're going to see it's going to be like it's
not that big of a change.
What psychopath is living in my house where they want the behind?
It's true. I've been in several houses where it's like that, and you get used to it quick. It's like
Yeah.
the first spin, you're like, "Whoa,
You're like, whoa, where's
wrong-
the paper?
this is the wrong way." It's
coming out
but
the
then the
back?
second wipe, you're already over it.
Yeah, save some money, save some sheets.
Save some trees.
Yep.
It's good for the environment if you put your toilet paper under, not over.
Especially if you're a lady, because you're using that every time you go.
It's true.
Every single time.
Damn ladies.
So over a course of, a couple weeks, you might be using a lot less than you think.
Yeah. The more you know, Jake.
The more you know.
I think you dropped the ball on the more you know this week because that was a good one. It's an eye opener.
People don't even have to consider the fingernail the more you know. It's just a little kind of nugget that the person who...
Well, we're gonna play. We played the drop.
Yeah.
Or we played the drop now. We're not gonna play two drops.
That's true. I'll only put the drop on the toilet paper. Because the toilet paper deserves the more you know.
I think so. Educational podcast, after all.
I mean, that's what we're here for. But you know what I'm in the mood for?
What's that?
I'm in the mood for some Would You Rathers. We haven't done that in a while.
Wait, you're in the mood for... Wait, what was that? I think I hear it coming in now. All right. Jake, right into it. Would you rather drown your popcorn in melted butter or cover your ice cream in sprinkles?
B.
The ice cream one?
Ice cream and sprinkles. I
Yeah.
love sprinkles.
I thought you were going to pick the popcorn one for sure. I don't even like to put a little bit of melted butter on my movie theater popcorn.
Not even...
I don't even like a splash.
I think I used to like it more.
If I go with someone like Oriana or someone who wants, butter, I'll go, please, just a squirt, if anything.
Oh, God, please, just
Do me a favor.
tread lightly.
Just a squirt.
Tread lightly.
I just feel like it gets my hands all buttery. And if you don't eat your popcorn fast enough, it starts getting soggy.
I'm a toppings guy, so I'll go for sprinkles
So
all day.
I don't even like any melted butter on my popcorn, so I'm sprinkles all the way.
You call them sprinkles or jimmies?
Sprinkles. Jake, we're from the same town.
Okay.
You don't call them Jimmy's.
No, but I do love that some people do, and I wish I had always called them jimmies.
I think Jimmy's is also like a condom, though, too. In
is
some
it?
circles of life. It's like,
Was he wearing jimmies?
wear your Jimmy or something. I feel like I've heard that before. So, depending on your age bracket, Jimmy's could be a different kind of a pleasurable
Did
time.
not know that.
Sprinkles or condoms. Either way, you're up for a good time.
Oh, my God.
All right, Jake, would you rather, this one's right up your alley,
Love it.
find a dead body in your car or 50 live snakes in your car?
Absolutely the first one.
Yeah, I mean, well, especially for you, because you've been waiting to stumble on this dead body for years now.
Yeah, you say that.
Start the detective saga.
Funny you say that because I was,
Oh, you found two dead bodies.
quick side note. I was in line to get my coffee, and there is a communal dumpster in like the back parking lot where like people from the apartment complex can bring their trash.
I can't even imagine how you're going to tie these two stories together.
But a car had pulled up just to use the dumpster.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's kind of out of sight. Like you can't really see them. But if you're at like the right angle, you can see where the cars unload to like put the trash in the dumpster.
Right.
I was just waiting to see someone take out
you were
a suspicious bag.
Did you have the phone ready to like call? So you're saying you were waiting for this car to dump a dead body pretty much.
Yeah, or
And
like
it didn't-
something
and it didn't
suspicious.
happen.
It did not happen.
So if it did happen, would you have gone straight down to the dumpster to start the investigation?
Yes.
Or would you have called 911 first?
I would have went to the dumpster first.
Yeah, would you?
Yeah.
What if that car was like really watching around the corner to see who was spying on him? And
Well,
then
that was
you're
the first
you're the
thing.
next one.
The first thing, the guy got out and kind of did like
Look around?
not a very suspicious, but he did a kind of just like, I guess.
He's probably looking for signs like no dumping or
Yeah,
something.
he was just like getting his like bearings, like where he was.
Yeah.
And it was a normal bag, like just normal trash bag.
Yeah.
But it
Probably
was
like cat litter.
It was also 3:00, so it was like middle of the day, and I was like, who would really do it in the middle of the day? But then I was like,
Murderers.
also,
Murderers would.
like, do it when people are least expecting it.
That's right, Jake.
If it was a black bag, that would have piqued my interest a little bit more.
Could have
but
been
it
a
was
head or a hand.
Yeah, it was just a white trash bag.
Damn.
So
But you would have went right down and looked in? Taken out the bag and opened it up?
I don't know.
That would have been too involved. Your fingerprints
I
would be on the
know,
scene.
dude, there's no way I would not have been a suspect.
I feel like what you would have done is you would have called 911 in the elevator, reported it, and then just been standing there waiting.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
been
like,
like
hey.
the guy on the scene. I saw it all, man.
Yeah.
Well, Jake, still plenty of time to live.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
Would you rather, I don't know what is the winning situation here, but would you rather have to outrun an active volcano erupting or outrun a tsunami making landfall?
Absolutely, volcano.
Really?
I don't know. I feel like lava.
Absolutely 100% volcano. Really? I don't know.
I feel like lava's going to travel a little bit slower than
That's true.
water.
But also it shoots up in the air and goes like miles.
Like outrunning an exploding volcano. You at least have the chance to survive.
Dodge the falling lava.
Yeah, but if any lava hits you, forget about it.
That's what I was thinking. I know for a fact that if a tsunami hit me, I'm not going to be able to swim. Like the current coming in
most likely
and coming out is going to be so
death or injury.
so fast, you're not going to be able to swim. But I just like the thought that I'll be in water and I could tread. I feel like if I get touched by the lava, it's just my foot's going to melt off.
There's no bone, nothing. It's just gone.
Although that's probably not true either. But
There's actually a really good movie on Netflix. I think it's Netflix.
I think it's a lose-lose situation, but you're picking volcano?
I'm going to go volcano even though it's
I'll
a little riskier.
I'll pick tsunami just for the hell of it. Okay. I don't think either. I think you're losing either way. It's like, would you rather die or would you rather die?
There's a tsunami.
Oh, volcano. You know what? I'm hopping on the volcano bandwagon because I think if like I get cornered or if I think there's no way out, I'll just like dive headfirst into the lava. I feel like it'll be a little quicker. Like a tsunami, unless I get knocked out, I'm just gonna be washed away and drown.
There's a tsunami movie on Netflix. I believe it's called Unthinkable. About I believe there was a tsunami in Thailand
at some point. Yeah,
I think it was like the very popular one or the well-known one.
Okay,
and it was about this family that survived, and it's unbelievable.
Oh, it's like a real story.
Yeah, it's a real story. Like how this family vacationing survived this tsunami.
Yeah,
but honestly, the way it was done and shot, it was just unbelievable. I recommend it. Really good movie.
What was it called?
Unthinkable. Yep. It makes you like hold your breath the entire movie though.
Yeah.
If you have like high anxiety in those kinds of movies, then I would stray away, but
interesting.
I really enjoyed it.
All right. Would you rather have lobster claws or hedge clippers for hands?
Absolutely lobster claws.
Absolutely. Well, hedge clippers are like the ones you just cut the bush with, so it's like lobster claws but longer and choppier, I guess.
I definitely think lobster claws.
Okay,
I think it's just because I'm a fan of the sea, So
that's the reason. Because I'm a fan of the sea.
There's that's to me.
I'm just a big fan of the sea. I just want lobster claws.
Because when in doubt, if there's ever a dire situation, I know I could eat my hands.
That's what you're thinking of?
I mean,
if there's a dire situation right now, you could probably eat your hands.
That's true, but
like this,
yeah,
you're still cutting off your.
There's not a lot of meat in here.
You're still cutting off your hand.
That's a good point. Like, would I? Yeah, because I'm just thinking of them as just like lobster claws. Like, I wouldn't even feel it.
I'll just butter them up right on my hand and start chewing. I wouldn't. You wouldn't even cut it off.
That's a
You
good
just
point.
chew.
I didn't think about that. But yeah, I can't think of a situation where I'm like, oh, why would hedge clippers be better than my lobster claws? I feel like the hedge clippers might be a little bit more durable.
Well, I guess maybe other people out there in the world would hunt you down and boil your hands if you're lobster claws.
Maybe if I had hedge clippers, like I could be used in like a special ops situation or something.
Yeah, maybe.
I doubt
they
it.
drop you in and you just start chopping away.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the most like
It'd
secretive.
be a very specific situation that you'd be recruited for.
Yeah, he's a chopper.
Let's bring in the hedge clipper.
And the lobster boy's just chilling at home.
The lobster boys.
Yeah, with the lobster claws.
Man, I wish we were on that mission. Man.
Oh, that is probably how lobsters talk.
You think so? Man. Yeah. Man, I wish I could swim around like the fish, man.
All right, give me another one. Give me one more.
One more?
One or two more.
Or three, maybe four. All right, Jake, I'll give you one more. This is going to be a real telling into your soul, Jake.
Jeez.
Would you rather... Brace yourself. Sit down. Would you rather build sandcastles or boogie board at the beach? Which one are you? What type of guy are you, Jake? A sandcastle builder or a boogie boarder?
It's tough because on the surface,
You look calm and ready?
I look calm and ready, but I do love a good adventure, a little thrill seek, a little adrenaline. But
Who, you?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
but on the inside, I love a chill, creative session of just busting out some awesome sandcastles.
Yeah. So I'm going to need one answer from you.
Man, this is tough because is this like an ever situation, or if like
I think it's like you can't do the other one from now on.
I think I would have to take sandcastles off the board. I'd have to be a
board.
boogie. I'd have to be a boogie boarder.
Off the board. I can't believe it, especially with your description. I'm picking sandcastles. I would rather sandcastle build all the way. Because boogie boarding's so specific. Especially for the thrill-seeking, adventurous guy that you are, Jake. You can go surfing. You could go just body surf.
Body surf, yep.
You could skimboard. You could kite sail or whatever. Parasailing
sail
trailed.
surfing. So,
Whatever. There's so many other options for your adventurous kicks. But now, Jake, what are you gonna do on the beach? You can't build sandcastles. All you can do is throw a football around.
well, maybe
Or try and throw a frisbee, but every time at the beach it's windy, so the frisbee just fucking gets blown away.
I know frisbees.
Frisbee at the beach is not
it's
not
never,
the move.
Never a good situation.
Well, Jake, neither is sandcastle building anymore for you.
I don't know. Boogie boarding's fun though. If you got a good boogie board and some good waves, that is a great.
I mean,
time.
boogie boarding is fun. It is kind of a tough choice, but I just feel like I can't even tell you the last time I boogie boarded.
I feel like
I'd build a sandcastle almost every time there's sand near me.
I feel like I would get a little bored of the sandcastles all the time.
Well, then you could just go for a swim.
It's true. It's true. I mean, you're making it sound like I picked the wrong thing, but I'm going to stick with my gut.
All right. Well, at least we split our minds at some point.
Well, the yin and the yang, you know?
That's what makes this show great, Jake. Look, you're wearing black. I'm wearing almost white.
Almost. Gray's solid. See, if I had to pick between
You know what gray is, though? It's between black and white.
It is. Huge gray fan.
Groufit?
Groufits. I say we just do our riddle.
Oh, it's that time.
It is.
I thought you were going to give me another...
I was thinking about getting into another topic, but
You just don't have the time.
there's not enough time in the day. It is still light out, though. It's getting lighter. It's staying lighter. Every
nice.
day, a little
It's
bit
great.
longer. My favorite.
It is great. So last week's riddle, Jake. A man was found unconscious in front of a store at 2 a.m. His head was bleeding, and there was a brick lying next to him. When the police arrived, they carried the man to jail. Why did they arrest him? No one answered. I mean,
I don't
know what happened last week.
I'm hoping we stumped everyone.
But the answer, Jake, do you know?
Nope.
The answer is he was trying to rob the store and was trying to break in by throwing a brick through the window. But it was bulletproof glass or some kind of sturdy glass where the brick bounced back, hit him in the head, knocked him out, and the cops came and found him with the brick lying next to him and realized he was breaking in.
That would be how I go, I think.
Trying to secure your family money for the rest of their lives.
Yep.
Generational money by robbing a bank and somehow taking yourself out. And
that would be my luck.
Well, Jake, good thing you didn't choose the criminal life. Not yet, at least.
Not for me. Yeah, say that now.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
We'll see. All right, Jake, this week's riddle is very themed for us. 4 golfers named Mr. Black, Mr. White, Mr. Brown, and Mr. Blue were competing in a tournament. The caddy didn't know their names, so he asked them. One of them, Mr. Brown, told a lie. The first golfer said, "The second golfer is Mr. Black." The second golfer said, "I am not Mr. Blue." The third golfer said, "Mr. White? That's the fourth golfer." And the fourth golfer remained silent. Which one of the golfers is Mr. Blue? This is a longer one. You really got to pay attention. So you probably want to check out our Instagram where you can read it. But, again, 4 golfers named Mr. Black, Mr. White, Mr. Brown, and Mr. Blue were competing in a tournament. The caddy didn't know their names, so he asked them. One of them, Mr. Brown, told a lie. The first golfer said the second golfer is Mr. Black. The second golfer said, "I am not Mr. Blue." The third golfer said, "Mr. White? That's the fourth golfer." And the fourth golfer remains silent. Which one of the golfers is Mr. Blue? It's a doozy.
Damn, okay.
But if you think you know the answer, check out our Instagram, Any and Everything Show. Feel free to leave a comment. Definitely leave us a like. DM us.
Yep.
You know, just stay in touch.
Yeah, if you can, we haven't asked in a while, but if you can remember, give us a 5-star review
5 stars
on Apple Podcasts. It really helps us a lot. And if you are feeling...
Only you.
If you're in the giving mood, you can buy us our next round of beer on the podcast, and we'll give you a shout-out because, you know, we drink beer every week.
Yes, we do.
You know, beer ain't cheap. So if you guys want to buy us around, fill up our fridge, just head to anyandeverythingshow.com and click on Buy Us Beer icon.
We swear we're not begging.
I can't remember what the actual thing is. I think it just says fill up our fridge.
We swear we're not homeless and begging right now.
But no, we're just pumped that you guys are listening to us. So I say we give this beer our final review and hit the road.
The Bolero Snout Brewery, Moogenta. Jake, a heavily fruited sour. What do you think?
I gave it a B- to start. Really enjoyed it. It is not too sweet, but definitely sweeter than... it's more sweet than sour, I think. But it's got that little pucker to it. I'm giving it right in the middle, an 8.4.
Wow. Right in the middle of what?
I gave it a B-, so it's in the middle
of a B?
B- and a B+.
Gotcha.
So,
gotcha.
8.4, good. Easy to drink. I would drink again.
Yeah, I didn't like it that much, but I mean, it had a lot of flavor, so I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. 0.35.
Wow.
7.35.
Okay.
That's what I'm going with. I mean, I'm sure it's good to those who like it, just not for me.
Yep, it was good.
There you go. See? Right from
it was good to me.
Right from the mouth of the man himself.
Not that great to George.
There you go.
So, thanks for listening. Another week in the books.
87 down, 87 to go.
987 to go.
Something like that.
Yeah. Masters starts today if you're listening to us on a Thursday.
true.
So
That
big
is
golf
true.
weekend for golf lovers.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't like golf, then it's just a normal weekend.
Piss off.
Enjoy the weather. Hopefully it stays nicer out.
Supposed to. It's the turn of spring.
The turn is here. Bugs are out. We were walking through just hordes of bugs to come up here and try to record today.
It's true. We're up in the woods, by the lake. Buggy.
I wonder if if that means it's gonna be a buggy summer.
I don't know. I think it's usually pretty buggy, but maybe not that buggy.
It was quite buggy today. All right. Well, stay safe from the bugs. Enjoy the weather, and we will talk to you guys in 7 days.
A week's time.
Take care and stay thirsty. See ya.
Thanks for listening to the Any and Everything Show.